Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany. I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. And we are here with episode 10 already, okay, of Baddies Midwest. And this episode was a little so yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so we picked up where we left off with the Pretty P and Dolly fight, and Dolly did not do her zigs one. Okay, she did not do her big one. And the thing is, I hate that Dolly's using this whole my arm thing, but it's just like, you knew your arm was broken before you decided to take all Summer's fades for her. And then on top of that, it goes straight back into my question that I've been asking. Why are you taking Summer's fades for her? If Pretty P called out Summer, then Summer should have been the one to get out there and fight Pretty P. And you just could have been sitting back with your broken hand, and it wouldn't have been, more damage than it already was. So instead, Pretty P calls out Summer, and you sit here and you fight for Summer, and you get beat up twice. And, well, let me not use the word beat up. You lost the fight twice, because you didn't win, and Pretty P did. So, but it's like, she didn't get beat up, but she didn't win. So it's just like, yeah, now you look stupid on the side screaming about your arm for you taking a fight that you didn't even need to jump into, So it's like, Dolly, this whole, I get that she wants, it just seemed like Dolly, either she wants a storyline, camera time, or she wants to force this whole, yay, Summer and Dolly duo, but it's just like, how about you just leave Summer's drama for herself and you just find your own storyline? Because you being Summer's bodyguard, it's not going too well for you. It's not looking too good, and now you look stupid with all all these little metal stuff on your hand like you Iron Man or something. Like, it's not looking too good for you, babe. So yeah, how about you just stick to Dolly and let Summer do Summer? Okay, girl, thank you. But something that was funny is like, Summer is trying to help Dolly as she's in pain, and Dolly's just like, nah, get that, it's not funny, because Dolly really does look like she's in pain, and Summer's trying to help her, and Dolly's not having it. She's talking to her crazy, even though it's not personal. It's just like, but my thing is, like I said, nobody told you to jump into this fight. So it's like, you look stupid, and the friend that you took the fade for is trying to help you, and you getting mad, but it's just like, girl, nobody told you to jump into this fight. So if I were Summer, I would, I get it. But Summer, she's trying to be a good friend. She was being a good friend. So it's just like, I respect it. But still, nobody told Dolly to take her fade for her. So she kind of brought this on herself. So it's just like, she looked like she in pain, but I can't sit here and be like, oh, Dolly. I'm looking at it just like, dumbass. And while Dolly's screaming, doing her thing and whatnot, Natalie sits there and she talks about, how she wants the girls to turn up and whatnot. And then Emma and Scotty have a contest on who can do a better split. And it was just like, okay. Natalie's just like, I want to see y'all turn up, get lit. And I think Emma said something like, I bet you can't do a split though. And so it's like, they start doing splits, and it's just like, her even talking about Summer, asking Scotty if she can do a split. It's just like, the girl Scotty with the body, she don't got nothing to do but flaunt her body. She don't got no other talent. So it's just like, of course she can do a split. And now look at you having to go out and do your split too. And it's just like, it was just so like, Okay. And y'all, one thing that kills me, because Natalie says this every season, Scotty doing her big one this season. We created a monster. Why? Because she called somebody boring and told them that she can do a better split than them? Like, not like, and the thing is, it would have been different if she's saying that and Scotty was actually like going out making scenes and, you know, whooping people ass and whatnot. But it's just like, I don't get how where the monster is coming from her doing a split and calling Emma boring. And it's not like Scotty's lying. Like, Emma is boring, and not like Scotty saying something that the other people didn't say. So it's just like the whole we created a monster thing. It's like, I'm not really seeing it. Scotty still looks like she's a sweet girl that stands on business whenever she needs to. So it's just like, the monster is not had Natalie. But I get it, that's something you say every season for your friend. But yeah, the monster's not had it, girl. Like, however, in the house, Dolly and Big Lex get into it because apparently Big Lex agreed to take Dolly's fades for her because her hand is messed up. But Big Lex is just like, girl, you jumped into a fight that had nothing to do with you. Like, I didn't even know y'all was gonna fight. And honestly, I agree with Big Lex, because it's just like, girl, you jumped into a fight that had nothing to do with you. So it's like, how would I even know to take your fade from you? And I thought the girl was about to fight Summer. Like, what? Like, we didn't even know that you were about to sit here and fight with your broken hand for your friend that has that has a healthy hand. So it's just like, if I'm Big Lex, I wouldn't fight for you either, because it's just like, why would I fight for you and you fighting for somebody else and you injured? So it's just like, shit, if you don't care about yourself, why should I? And now Dolly wants Big Lex out their room, but Big Lex says she ain't going nowhere. So when they get on the bus to go to their booking, you know, Ivory brings it up in front of everybody and asks what happened. And Big Lex said, like, the issue is that, you know, Dolly's trying to kick her out the room. And the reason why Dolly's trying to kick her out the room is because she didn't fight Pretty P for her, and that she did agree to, you know, kind of take the face for her. But Big Lex also says that, you know, Pretty P, she been there, done that. That's no competition for her. So it's like she really doesn't feel the need. And y'all, Ivory's messy ass talking about, oh, so she's saying that you can't fuck with her. But Pretty P's not really doing anything, saying anything. And I'm glad that she didn't, because like Big Lex said, you know, they've been there, done that, and really, you know, igniting this beef again over something that kind of had nothing to do with Big Lex. To me, it would have been too childish and petty, because it's like, yeah, Big Lex having an issue with Pretty P over Dolly, and the issue wasn't originally with Dolly to begin with. It honestly would have been stupid. So it's like, Big Lex, you honestly did the right thing. Like, let Dolly ride Summer's coattail and be stupid for her by yourself. Like, yeah, Big Lex, please. So then they go to the club, and you know, Big Lex is on the mic like, woohoo, this is my city, woo 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 woo. Then Ivory gets on the mic and says the same thing. And Big Lex says she kind of took it as shade, because it's like, you know, this is my state, you know, this is my city, and woo woo woo. So it's just kind of like, Ivory, are you being shady? Okay, girl. BTW, let me talk about confessionals real quick. Natalie's confessional hair is real cute. That confessional is cute. DTV, confessional cute. Jayla, confessional cute. Did I say Rolly? Rolly, confessional cute. Biggie though, not cute. The confessional was not appeasing to me. Like, her confessional made me want to kind of skip past it because of how it looked. And it's just like, I don't know who styled her. But yeah, the confessional look was not confessional looking. Me did not like it. Am I just being a hater? But Biggie's confessional, like, I get Biggie's style is kind of like different, but it was just kind of like okay, so the next day, you know, Bad Dolly decides to drop it with Big Lex, because she just like, you know, she can't really make someone fight that doesn't want to fight, which is a good thing, because it's like, and then on top of that, it seemed like she wasn't, Big Lex she seemed like she her own person. Like, she talking about she can't make somebody fight. Like, you wasn't gonna make Big Lex do anything. Okay, like, that's how you thought was gonna go, where you just told Big Lex, oh, girl, go handle that, and Big Lex was gonna do it. It's just like, girl, this is not the you and Summer duo where Summer tells you to jump and you ask how high. You don't even ask how high, you just, where you want me to jump? Yeah, I mean, well, I'm guessing that's asking how high. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. But it's just like, just because Summer got a hold on you like that does not mean you had that hold on Big Legs. So it's just like, for her to sit here and be like, yo, I can't make anyone take a fade. It's like, okay, cool, you can't. But it wasn't gonna happen like that anyway, so. But Dolly did say, she wished that, her hand wasn't, messed up. But apparently Dolly said when her hands are healthy, anybody that want that can get that. And it's just like, okay, girl, whatever. Then next, Tink and Ivory talk, and she asks her who does she think is going to leave, and Ivory just says Emma, and she says Emma for doing too little, and she says Summer for doing too much, which is interesting because this is the first time someone else said Summer besides Jazz. So it's just like, oh, okay, because because Summer does do a lot, but that's honestly, that's the reason why they gonna keep her. So, but it's interesting that Ivory said that, because it's just like, interesting. And then Pretty P, Jazz, and Emma talk. And they talk about, like, how do they feel about people. First of all, Jazz brings up how do they feel about people saying that they should go home, and Pretty P talking about she's over it. Emma says she feels like people say that because they're too real. Like, girl, no, they just saying you boring. But okay, girl, whatever floats your boat. And Jazz sit here talking about, you want to know what I think about it? I don't think about it. But it's like, why the hell did you bring it up then to see what we think about it if you don't even think about it? Like, okay. Then DTV, Rolly, and Biggie talk, and they all agree. They say something to the extent of, people think Baddies is all about fighting, but it's all about kind of being entertaining. But it's just like, girl, y'all made the show all about fighting, because it's like, yeah, a lot of y'all are not entertaining, y'all are just fighting on the show, honestly. So it's just like, when she said that, it's just like, honestly, DTV is entertaining. So it's just like, her herself, she really doesn't have to fight because she's entertaining. It's like, I get what she means, but it's just like, this show became all about fighting, unfortunately. So it's just like, I get what you're trying to say, but I'm pretty sure Natalie wants y'all to fight. That's what she means. So it's just like, yeah. So then next, all the girls meet up, and Natalie basically says, like, 2 girls are leaving and aren't coming to the next city. And honestly, me personally, I think the people that should go home are Emma, Jaden, Taseki, and it's like everybody else I see on the show, they have commentary, they're doing things, but it's just like Jaden by Taseki. I honestly forgot Taseki was there until this episode when she went to check on Pretty P at the beginning of the episode after fighting. I was like, oh shit, Taseki's still on here. And then it's just like, yeah, Emma, yeah, I agree, she's boring. So it's just like, the fact that everyone's saying, oh, Pretty P, Jazz, and Summer, it's just like, I mean, there's other people that are way more boring than them, so it's just like, whatever. But of course, Summer says P, Jazz, and Emma again. DTV says Aardvark and Emma, and Tink also says Emma because, she has a lot going on at home. And as she says that, Anna was just like, oh, so it's not because you think she's quiet? And Tink was like, okay, yeah, well, that too, but everybody's not gonna be all out there. And it's just like, DTV also says too, like, Emma has a lot going on, and that's what's probably affecting, her energy here. And honestly, my thing about that is, like, I'm pretty sure all these girls have stuff going on back home. They all have kids, families, and whatnot. So, but it's just like, if you're going to be on a show that's known for turning up and you have depressing stuff going on and you feel like that's going to affect you and make you depressed, then it's just like, I feel like that's too much on the mental to even be in this environment, to even try to force yourself to be turned, or even be depressed in the environment. You know, people are going to keep poking the bear at you being, you know, boring or upset and whatnot. So it's like, I really do feel like if Emma does have stuff going on back home that's affecting her, then she should handle that at home and then just come back another season where she can, you know, be more vibrant. Because it's like, girl, now everybody's saying you boring and you got stuff going on at home, but it's just like, but no lie, it is true, Emma's boring. So it's just like, regardless of what she has going on, not like people are going to care about that because they want to see her on the show. So it's just like, I get what Tink and DTB are saying, but it's just like, I do agree that she should go home, and it doesn't have anything to do with her, you know, her home life. It's just like, we can't really use that as an excuse because she knew she had some stuff going on before she came on the show. So it's just like surprisingly though, Biggie says she feels like Jazz should go because she hasn't done much in the house and she would want Jazz to do more. And you know, she also said something about like Jazz not really supporting them on stage and whatnot. And you know, Jazz was just like, no, that's a lie. You know, you just do too much on the stage and I'm not trying to get knocked over by you. Like, ooh. But then Jazz says in her confessional, like, nah, if Biggie's saying that I should leave, then she should leave too, because Biggie basically doesn't stand on business. And it's just like, she has a point. So honestly, Biggie saying that somebody should go home, it's like, girl, that's a slippery slope, because if somebody call you out and say they feel like you should go home, I really don't think you're gonna do anything about it, and that's gonna prove their point, and that's gonna put you at risk of going home. So it's just like, no lie, it's like, yeah, Biggie, I get Natalie asked for her opinion, but it's just like, I didn't expect her to say Jazz. But my opinion on Jazz though, I really don't. The only time it's like Jazz is just being picked on by Summer, but it's just like, at this point, it's like, if I'm with Jazz, I'm not about to keep fighting this girl every day. Like, at this point, I'm over it. I just want to be here, go to hostings, perform, and turn up. Like, I'm not about to keep fighting Summer every day. And honestly, I honestly agree with that. So for Biggie to sit here and say she wants her to do more, it's like, girl, I already fought Summer like 15 times. Like, what do y'all want? Y'all want me to fight somebody else 15 times? And it's just like, girl, yeah, because Biggie, you had your one little thing with Jaden, and that's it. How about we see more from you? For real. So then Big Lex kind of checks Ivory and asks her, was she being shady about the whole "is this my city" thing? And Ivory kind of gets irritated at it, and she says, no, like, I was drunk. I say that in every city we go to. And she was just like, shoot, this is your city, but the people was chanting my name. Like, okay, Ivory. So, and then it just seems like they kind of drop it right there. But, you know, you can see that Ivory's kind of annoyed at it. But now I feel like Big Lex asking her that's going to start this whole Ivory and Big Lex thing again. Because it just seemed like, you know, it kind of died down. Tensions were died down. Now I feel like Big Lex doing that, it's just going to spark tensions back up. And it's just like, oh, damn. But they fights be good, though. So it's just like... So Natalie says since Emma and Jazz's name were brought up the most, you know, she's gonna have to figure it out. But so her and the OGs are gonna go on the PJ, and everybody else is going to go on the bus, and you know, we can just figure out what's going to happen. However, when we get on the bus, Ivory was just like, she just said it in general, but of course everybody knew it was shade to Big Lex, and Ivory's just like, look, I'm not with the BS. I'm not with the weird stuff. Anybody that want a problem with me, you don't even have to have an explanation. If anybody want to fight me, anybody that want that can get that. And Big Lex, she's just sitting there. It's like, she know that's kind of shade for her, but it just seemed like Big Lex kind of didn't want to do anything. And it's like, Big Lex, I don't think she's scared of Ivory. She fought Ivory already. But it's just like, you know, But they were on the bus, they were doing everything, and it's just like, of course it was at Big Lex, but I really didn't put a name on it. If she would have said Big Lex, I feel like Big Lex would have said something, but since she didn't, it was just kind of like a... But like I said, it just seemed like this just about to start they beef back over again. So on the bus, Jazz is having just a casual conversation with Tinkerbell about something. And then Summer jumps in. And honestly, I'm so tired of Summer. Because Summer sitting here talking about, oh, Jazz hating on me, Jazz hating on me. But it's like, we never literally seen Jazz talk about Summer first. It's like Summer stay coming for Jazz every time she eat, drink, talk, or do anything. So no lie, it looks like Summer is hating on Jazz, and it's just like, it's just weird, because it's just like, y'all fought 50 times already. The girl said she don't have no issue with you, and every time she says something, you just the first one to respond. So it's just like, Summer, what's tea? What's really your beef with Jazz? Like, for real, because at this point it's getting weird. It's giving obsessed. They on the bus, they also asked DTV about the Aardvark situation, because outside DTV says she feel like Aardvark should leave for spitting, and DTV stands on that on the bus. But she said, you know, as long as Aardvark stay away from her, then she feel like they can be cool, but you know, she just don't rock with her because of the fact that she's spitting and whatnot. And I agree. And then on top of that, Aardvark, I feel like she should go too. Like, she brings nothing, and she thinks she's better than everyone. So her and Jaden are honestly the worst celebrity guests on this show, because they do nothing, they bring nothing, they think they're better than everyone. And it's just like, yeah, this could be somebody else here. Or those should be the two people y'all sent home, shit, and Natalie. But Natalie just not bold enough to send Aardvark and Jaden home. But it's just like, girl, why not? They're not doing anything. And then on the private jet, the girls discuss, you know, Emma and Jazz leaving. And it just seems like, it honestly seems like Natalie doesn't want Jazz to leave. But honestly, I feel like Natalie just... I feel like the only reason like Natalie probably put Jazz on this show is because of the fact that she's Cash Doll's friend. But honestly, if she has to go, then she has to go. Like, I don't care about all that. If the girl boring and people don't want her here, then yeah, kick her ass out. And then they're also talking about the whole Emma thing. But Anna and was just like, you know, Emma is going through a lot. She has something going on with her family and whatnot, and they feel like people should give her a chance. And you know, everybody's not gonna be out there like them and be on the rah-rah, and they're just like, you know, they can all come together as, you know, a baddie sisterhood. I was like, oh, that's real sweet. However, I still stand by what I said. If Emma knew that she had all of this going home, okay, but ultimately people do this for money. But like I said, it just kind of affects everything when, like, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm saying like, oh, F her and F what she's going through. But at the same time, it's just like, you being on this show and not actually getting the camera time, and you know, having people constantly call you boring and saying that you look like you're down and you're not turned, so you're not doing this and that. It's like, I just feel like she should leave and then come back when she's in a better space mentally, because if it's really affecting how she is here, because it's like, shoot, yo, have y'all seen her TikToks everywhere? So it's like, even though her TikToks that I've been seeing are very cringe, it's just like, she does seem like she's just in the background doing nothing. So it's just like, yeah, girl, like, if you just gonna be going in the background doing nothing, it's just like, girl, just leave and go take care of your business. Because if not, you're gonna have people in your face saying you boring every day. You're gonna have people like me talking shit saying you boring every day. And it's just like, I know you don't want that, Emma. And like Rolly and Anna said, you don't have to get over here and fight, but it's like, you're not entertaining, you're not funny, your looks aren't giving, where I'm like, oh, what's Emma wearing? It's just like, yeah, Emma's not really doing it. So no lie, I'm on hashtag, you know, Emma leaving, and I am on hashtag Jaden leaving, hashtag Aardvark leaving, hashtag Taseki leaving. And no lie, I'm kind of hashtag Jazz leaving, but not as much. It's like, everybody seems like they pushing for Jazz to leave, but I really do feel like Jazz, you know, she's not scary. She fought the same person 12 times. And it's like, I do want to see more of her funny side, you know, because it seemed like that's what she wants to show, but it's kind of being overshadowed by, you know, Summer being obsessed with her. So it's like, I would want Jazz to stay, but if she leaves, I'm not gonna be upset, if y'all get what I'm saying. So then they finally get to Chi-Town, Chirac, Chicago, and the OGs get to the house first. And Natalie decides to change the room arrangements, and she puts Ivory in the room with Big Lex as a joke because she thinks it's gonna be funny. And she thinks when Ivory sees it, she's gonna be like, oh, Natalie, you so funny, girl. Like, you know I don't want to be in the room with Big Lex, girl. Why would you do that? So Ivory comes in, she sees that Big Lex is in her room, and she's like, I'm not sharing a room with her. So she takes Big Lex's name off and she puts it somewhere else. So Big Lex comes in her room and she's just like, oh, this is my bed. Yay, I'm not going anywhere. And Big Lex talking about this her room. She's not leaving. Her name was on the door. And Ivory's just like, bitch, you're not staying here. This is my room. And then Ivory's just like, okay, who's doing this? Like, which one of y'all are playing? Like, because clearly y'all trying to get me to act out. Honestly, that was literally Natalie's original intention to make. She talking about it was a joke, but of course she wanted to see Ivory, you know, go crazy. So Ivory comes out and she's just like, you know, which one of y'all are playing? Like, what's he? Because clearly y'all want to see me act a fool. Jayla comes in trying to give her speech and she's like, at the end of the day, you know, it was a joke and we probably thought it'd be funny. The OGs changed the names, you know, at the end of the day. And Ivory's just like, nah, Jayla, ain't no at the end of the day. Y'all were trying to do this to, you know, be funny. So, and no lie, I hate the fact that Natalie, the person that changed the room, didn't sit here and be like, Ivory, you know, it was a joke. Like, I'm sorry. Because I really do feel like if Natalie would have came up and told Ivory, like, you know what, chill, you know, it was kind of a joke, and Ivory she would have pushed back. But no lie, I really do feel like Natalie, she kind of scared of Ivory. Because no lie, I'm scared of Ivory. I would have did it and been like, I ain't do it. I would have blamed it on somebody else. No, yai, like, shit, Natalie, I'm scared of Ivory too. So I don't blame you. But her not speaking up, especially as EP, but it's just like, and girl, you are EP. I changed the room. What's up? Like, I did it as a joke. You can have your room back. Cause it's just like, not, you know, she could have told Ivory, like, girl, it was a joke. I was just trying to, you know, get a little woo. You can have your room back. It's cool. But Jayla came up here talking about trying to give her speech, and Ivory just wasn't feeling it because Ivory's just like, okay, y'all wanted to see me act out. And so out of nowhere, she just drops her stuff and she asks Big Lex, you know, she do her thing. She like, okay, what's up? And then her and Big Lex get the thumping. Then the episode shuts off, and no lie, I hate the fact that they teased that fight last episode and we didn't get to see it. So now they teasing it again, and now it's just like, okay, Big Lex and Ivory gonna fight. We get to see that, and no lie, it looked like Ivory was kind of, you know, getting her. But apparently they fight a few more times. Apparently Big Lex is checking Anna about her mouth being too big for her size, and as they should, because it's just like, I don't think Anna's scary, but Anna talk a lot of shit and then try to cop out. And it's just like, girl, if you don't want to fight people that's not your size, then don't talk shit to people that's not your size. Don't think you can just talk shit to everyone and everybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, she's small. No, if you like, because if you talk shit to Ivory and Ivory beat your ass, then it's just like justified because you was talking shit to Ivory. You know, so it's just like when Rolly was gonna beat Anna's ass, I didn't be like, ooh, yeah, she's small, but she was talking shit about Rolly. So if Rolly beat her ass, then it's just like, Rolly just beat the girl ass, you know? And then Slim gets a new job as Rolly's assistant. I guess we'll see what that's about next week. So yeah, y'all. Next week episode, whatever. I'll be back because Slim being Rolly's assistant is crazy. So I can't wait to see what that's about. So yeah, that's it for this week, folks. And then until the meantime, y'all just make sure y'all go to my page and like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.